people have this weird misconception that don't watch my YouTube videos. They think that I eat salad all day. So at the minute, my life is incredibly social, which is how I want it to be. So I'm out for dinner a lot, like 4, maybe 5, 6 times a week. I'm out for dinner or out for lunch or eating in social occasions. And people think this is a detriment to their diet, and this is not true. That's just your options that you choose to eat. But you'll notice some of the things that I have to eat in this vlog, like a fish and chips isn't obviously optimal to a diet, but there's a thing called balance, and when you understand nutrition, then you can use the balance card, and then you can basically eat what you want as long as you understand nutrition and the goals you've got set and what it takes to move the needle to make you get that progress that you want to see. So, and that's why you're here watching these videos, because I'm supposed to be teaching you it, but I'm also sharing with you the foods that I'm eating. But yeah, went to a really nice restaurant on Wednesday last week with my nan and granddad, and then we went to another really nice restaurant on Thursday, where it was like I've never been to it before. It's called Restaurant 27. It's like a Michelin star restaurant where they give you different meals. I think it was like 7, 8 courses, and you did basically little meals, and that was interesting. That was definitely an experience that I haven't had before. It was nice. And then Friday I had a business lunch, which was really good. This week I've got more of the same planned. Lots of evenings and meals out, which is how life should be lived. It's fun. I like doing that kind of things. That's what I do. That doesn't mean that my goals and my fitness goals have to go to one side while I do all that, because it isn't the case. It's just understanding nutrition, understanding how you can move your diet around, and how to make it work for your lifestyle, which is what it's about. It's about making fitness and health fit into your lifestyle, not making it the other way around. Guys, we're making some lunch, and I'm going to show you what we're making. Chicken and onions being cooked in the frying pan. Bean sprouts are about to go in. Rice in the rice cooker. YouTube is on, and we're going to whack some nice katsu curry paste in as well. So we've made enough rice for 2 meals. It's 200 grams of white rice. Katsu curry paste is on. Got a couple of teaspoons. It's looking amazing. What is going on, guys? I'm going to give you a quick commentary of the workout that we hit up last week, the pull session. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through the exercises, what we did, why we did them, and the thought process behind it. So we started off the pull session with a lat pull down. Normally we would do pull-ups, but we had no dip belt and I didn't want to do the pull-ups unweighted again, so we did some lat pull downs. And actually we ended up doing a session with a bit more volume. So we'd come away from our program a little bit because we've hit the current training block that we're on for over 4 weeks now. And I like to try and change it every 4 to 6 weeks. So off the back end of this session, I've actually written a new program for me now to move into for November. So what we did in this session was we did a little bit of a different workout, a bit of extra volume, so more reps and more just squeeze work, which I don't normally do as much anymore. I like to try and hit lift as heavy as possible whenever I'm in the gym, but I was feeling pretty sore. So what we did was we selected it. I think we went through 5 back movements just at different angles, and the reps were ranging from sets of 10 to 15 reps. So we went from 2 angles of pull down into this row variation. Again, I would normally always favour a bent over row of a barbell, but with being extra sore, we went for a rowing variation on the machine just to save our joints a little bit and save that lower back loading. After that, we went into a dumbbell seated row. Again, with this we could have done a lot heavier, but we focused on that contraction and just focus on keeping that under tension. Always recommend having something in your workout that is unilateral, so one arm or one leg, just so you can focus on that contraction and put extra load into that muscle. And then after that we went into a dumbbell pullover, which I love this movement to finish off a back session. Nice big stretch and a pull through, puts a lot of blood into the back, and yeah, I like this exercise, it's good. Again, could have gone heavier, but went for focus on that contraction, on time and tension, rather than focusing too much on loading. But as of today's Monday as I do this recording, we got a pull session tonight and it's back to heavy loading because that's what's going to build that density. But yeah, then after this we went into 2 bicep movements, might have been 3 actually. And the first movement, as you'll see come up now, was a seated incline dumbbell curl, one of my favourite moves for biceps. But again, this is like an isolation movement that I would normally tag on after a big barbell curl variation, focusing on big loading, or a dumbbell curl with a lot of loading, but just for quite a light movement. But again, the aim of this workout was solely built, basically, it was like a bodybuilding session,
just focus on that volume, getting a lot of volume into the muscle, and it felt good. And rather than beating me up big time, it's helped with recovery. So today I'm raring to go and hoping to hit a deadlift PB. After that, I went into a dumbbell hammer curl. What I don't want people to get the idea of within this commentary is that it's good to come away from your program regularly, because it isn't. But I was listening to my body and it was saying to me, not ready for a heavy session. I'm probably going to get more out of doing higher volume. That way I can get more done. And when that's the case, sometimes it's good to listen to your body. And the last movement was a cable curl. And then after this, me and Andy smashed a 5k run, I believe. So, which kind of took away from the idea of getting a bit more recovery in. But it's a mindset game, and it done the trick, made me feel better.
So today is Sunday morning. I'm in Hayes in London. So we've just arrived. One of my clients is competing, so he's got to go through the process of getting a tan done, athlete meeting, etc. It's actually the British finals that I qualified for, but yeah, didn't want to compete again, so I'm not doing it. But a few familiar faces, which is cool. But I'm going to go and find somewhere to do some work. And I thought, with it being in London, it's got to be like a Costa or a Starbucks within walking distance. Hour walk. So I'm going to try and find something a bit more local and get some steps in while I'm at it. So today it's going to be interesting because I've got no food prepped, because yesterday I was out getting pissed. So yeah, so I'm going to try and show you today how I'm going to stay on point. Breakfast I had 5 egg omelette, because that's all I had time for. All I've got with me is a protein bar. So today it's going to be interesting. I'm going to film what I eat today and obviously how George gets on. So yeah, let's do it.
Ever since I was young, they said I wouldn't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate, say we change and look, we made it.
So we made it across the apple and a strawberry to make a little foreign market DVD. Got a coffee, I'm going to bust out some work, plan next week, and try and get productive. It's really dark, big coffee, let's get productive.
Someone to call, baby, but right now I got a situation. Never old been Franklin. Big rings, champagne, my life is like a ball game. But they said I'm in a trap though, Paso big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl, cut a hole, get in the road. Top flow lifestyle, hunt your post.
Productive few hours, heading back to the venue now. Tell you what, them chicken wraps from McDonald's, unreal. Great macros, like 366 calories per wrap, and they're actually pretty good. I had 2 and I'm proper full. I haven't felt full in ages. I had that, Coke Zero and some strawberries. Great lunch, great lunch. So also nipped into a little supermarket and bought some more chicken and some flatbreads, so that'll be what I'll have this afternoon whilst I'm watching the competition. So yeah, it's a 30-minute walk back now to the venue. I'm going to do that, listen to a bit more of my audio book, and I'll check in with you guys at the venue.
TV, sunset shit don't change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all.
Oh dear. There you go.
Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate, say we change and look, we made it.
Just come home, got home. It's 10:30 at night, it's been a long day. But come home to a roast dinner, so cheers to that, and I'll see you tomorrow.
We live in a world and a society that leads us to believe that life should be a certain way, like we should work a 9 to 5, we should accept X amount of income, we should accept that it's normal to be unhappy, that we can't see great results in the gym, we shouldn't be able to stick to a diet, we live in a world where everything is, a lot of it's smoke and mirrors, and in the industry that I work in the fitness industry, I've been in the industry for like 5 years now, and I feel like I need to do a video just to try and, I feel like the industry itself, one of the main reasons why people struggle with weight loss, people struggle with diets, people struggle with training, and our job as an industry is to help people understand fitness and health and lifestyle better. But the problem with the industry is that the people within it spend more time worrying about other people in the industry and what they think of each other, and bitching about the other trainers and why they aren't getting results or what their methods are. And as an industry, the things have to hugely change in order for us to actually help more people, because that's what we got into industry to do. That's what our jobs are. And then, but the problem is we fall into this negative, horrible environment which is the industry is fallen into, where, and even if you look at the guys who are at the very top, they're putting out content and videos just hating on other PTs, and it's just, where is the value being brought to the general public, which is where we want to try and help people. But the shame is everybody can do it. Everyone can achieve weight loss. The problem is no one's really achieving it, and people are getting more and more overweight because the people in the industry aren't educating people in the general public to realise this is how it should be done. Instead, they're posting content to try and impress other peers in the industry, when that isn't what the general public need to actually hear. So I'm just going to try and do my very best to disrupt what is going wrong in this industry, and just try and promote as much content as I can, just to general public, to help people just to be able to get the results they want and they can achieve. Because there's this massive lack of self-belief that goes around in general in society at the moment. And I've just noticed it, where people have this negative mindset where they don't feel like they can do something. They wake up on a Monday morning, like it's a Monday now, and everyone's like feeling shit about a week. Like, you should be excited about a new week. You should be excited about the goals that you're chasing down and the things that you want to achieve in your life. And you shouldn't wake up on Monday morning and think, fuck's sake, work today. And I know and I get it, because I've done that and I've been there. I don't want that to be the case for people, and I want to try and get people to realise that you can chase your goals, you can make things happen, you can work towards things that other people will see as unattainable, and other people will try and push you against and say that, oh, that isn't, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do things that way, or this is how you should do things. People are always going to try and tell you how you should live your life, and that's just a limitation and their own insecurities. And that's their own problem. You should go and chase the things that you want, and there is a way to go and achieve that, whether it be in your weight loss or what you do for a job or whatever you do. You should be able to wake up every day and be happy and work towards things that you want to work towards, and not worry about what people think. And the industry, the fitness industry, is supposed to actually promote that, but the problem is there's too many insecure people within it that aren't, and they're literally just posting their own limitations and their own insecurities as a whole, in a way to inspire people and empower people to actually go out and live a healthier lifestyle, which is what the industry is actually designed to do, and that's why we got qualified and why we did do all our qualifications. So yeah, my aim now is just, I don't know where I'm going now, but it's just to bring value. And I've spent a lot of time reflecting on, while I was away travelling, and what I want to try and, the value I want to try and bring, and how I want to try and produce it. Yeah, it's about to get real. I'm going to be producing as much content as I can to try and educate people, have the mindset that they need and they should adopt to believe in themselves and to chase the things that they want, whether it be from a nutritional perspective or a mindset or a training perspective, what you should be doing in the gym, how you should be approaching it mindset wise, and what you should be eating to try and help you in all areas of your life, not just in the weight loss area and the muscle building area. So make sure you're subscribed to all my content. Lots of cool stuff coming, and I just want my content and the message that I put out to be genuine and real, and just help people to believe in themselves, and not try and post content to please others in the industry and to try and show off and get more likes and shit, because that isn't, I'm here to help people and bring value rather than build a profile that's gonna put me in front of more people in the industry to try and show off. That isn't, I don't give a fuck about that. I just care about helping people and seeing results, which is the most important thing. So it's not about egos, which is the problem is within the industry is egos, because that isn't helping people. So people need to realise that, okay, yeah, as weird as it is to set up a camera and start talking to it and ranting about things, this is going to be the only negative rant I post about this industry, because I'm in it because I want to help people, not because there has been times where I feel like I'm just leaving the industry because I hate I hate a lot of things that go wrong within it. But I'm going to do what I can to bring as much value as I can to people that need people in the industry to try and educate and empower people to live a healthier lifestyle, which is so important, not just for general health, but for mindset and mental health, and all of these things come together, and they can be promoted and improved with exercise and with healthier diet. The problem is people are not getting the education that's required from people who have the ability to give it, because people are too busy hating on other people. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've got an epic week planned, and obviously I'm going to film it. I'll see you in the next video.